welcome back to Mr. Joker's 420 blazing heat glory. Now, since I do all types of shit on here, and yes, I go from A to B, I forget things, and yes, I do reviews, I do smoke review, I do product review. And you know what? It's all on my dollar. And I don't want no donations. I got nothing set up so you can give me nothing. And you know what? That's because I'm getting it from the mud. If you do like what you see, and you do like the reviews, and yeah, just give me a like. Subscribe, whatever the hell. Mash that shit like it was a fucking gas pedal in an Eldorado, man. Mash it right off. Now, I'm just getting my shit together for our first review. Now, if you like me, let me fix that there. Now, if you like me, your hair grows in thick because, well, that's me. And you go outside in the cold and you get chapped skin. Now your hands end up turning up all white, they crack open. Well, okay, so I took a chance and I bought this here, $13.99. Medical hand sanitizer with aloe and some other shit. Some benzo something I can't remember, 74%, and the rest is aloe, camphor, carbomer, tethaloramine, and there's mercury in it, for Christ's sake. I mean, I'm already spun out. I don't need mercury. So, this one was a no-go. That, you know, we probably should just throw it in the trash because if there's mercury in it, and you know about Ontario fish, well, Ontario fish have probably less mercury in it than that. And they say you can only eat one fish a year. Now, one fish a year means the rest of it, it's like formaldehyde. It'll make your brain go on holidays, dude. Alright. Mad love out there, from Sinister to Sinister Monopoly to the seed to the growth of our cushions today. Which, yes, I have some cushions made up. Now, the second, same brand. This one's ecological though. Now, for 50 mils, it was only like $1 something. But it has, what he guessed it, aloe? Yeah. But benzothonium chloride, no mercury, no alcohol, no nothing that make your brains go on holidays. And every day, I can use a bit. Nothing more than that much. A little tiny droplet. And my hands are good all day long. Don't break out. And oh my God, is it so condensed that it leaves you actually sticky if you leave it like an aloe plant if you leave it on one hand. So I do suggest wiping a little bit off with some water or spreading it up to other places, like some open tattoos or wherever that's open. And there's no alcohol on it, so you ain't gonna feel that sting. And it's not because of the alcohol that I don't use. It's because alcohol and skin breaking out and this COVID is a nightmare. I mean, think about it. Your skin's gonna break out anyway, but if you can't get the right stuff, you got open sores, you're fucked. Shout out to Chris's Jewelers for making these for me. Making my nose ring. Making my lip rings. Now, nobody ever noticed before. They diamond. Same with the nose, but you know what? Cleaning them is just as hard. We'll find a product to clean them. And if you got any product ideas on cleaning diamonds other than just fucking gargling with brake fluid, I know it's something I probably should do and end it anyway, but on the other hand, no, I'm totally joking there, don't. But anyway, we'll start we'll start one and see how it goes. So 5 hands and 5 thumbs up for the ecological hand sanitizer, available in any, hopefully in any pharmacy around you. Shout out to Juicy J Papers, Ross Kesselman from Raw Papers, and HBI for making this day possible, this joint possible. Or, well, I heard that his dad was the one who got him into papers, and my intelligible love for the taste of marijuana got me into the taste of papers, so you'll never catch me rolling with an X-Forte or anything that'll dull the day. Like, even the blunt's gotta be made of weed. You need your weed in your diet. The CBD down to the THC, every little part keeps your body going. Now, we're 14 years, guys, since I got burnt. It's been 10 years now since I've had these. If you don't know what these are, here's a menthy one to show you. This is what they give you when you're addicted to pain pills. A methadone unflavored mixture in Tang. Drink entire contents and carry the rest. You have to drink the entire contents once a day. I already did mine, so the full one's gonna look like this. Uncracked. Yeah, quite a bit of, but you know what? A proper methadone dose won't get you high. So I have 4 doses left for the week, and I've already taken 2. So, like I said, you have to go to the bathroom on camera to get your dose, to get your drink, and then you gotta go refill them. Drink it in front of them, then you can have your freedom for a week. So that's why I get to do mine when it's ready. I can show you now why I am such a fucking schizo, or a bipolar, or, everybody wants to call me call me what they want. You know what, you can call me Joker, because I'll wear my scars with a smile, man. And life ain't nothing but a joke. You better smile, you better laugh, because tomorrow might be your last. fat ass backwoods, hit it and take a big puff, 'cause you never know what's gonna happen, bruh. And the medication. People want to say that depression ain't real. PTSD ain't real. It's all in your head, and it'll stay there for you. It's just a joke. You're not tough. You let something take control over you. Try having to take this many Valiums before bed just to go to sleep and still wake up at 3:30, 4:30, 5:30, 6:30, 7:30, 8:30, and so you want to choke someone because the clock's ticking. Just because the clock's ticking. Doesn't know what's going to set you off. But being prescribed risperidone at age 12 with Seroquel 800 mils a day. I mean, at 13, 11, I was on Thorazine. These drugs are meant for adults and old people. I was being a guinea pig, seeing if they'd work for somebody my age. And no, they don't. So, if you were to take Thorazine, if you were to take those hard drugs at that age, you'd be considered a schizo or a psycho too. But I love acid, so you know what? They probably made it that way. And if they made it that way, and the pharmaceutical companies are making millions off people like me, and you know what? I tell you, I've been slowly trying, and it's almost impossible to come off of that first one. And those, oh my God, if I don't take them, I wake up shaking. And it's a nightmare. Cold sweats, fucking dry heaves, everything. It's like dope sickness times 100, times 1,000, and then all the nightmares set in. What really happened in life, all these real things that I bit the bullet for that I didn't have to subject my brothers to, or my big brother, because he didn't have to go, but I had to take it all. And trust me, after 9 o'clock, they went home. I got mine. Okay, let's put it like that. Not saying I'm a fucking big boy, wah wah wah. I'm saying, you know what? There's 3 souls that are blessed because one got. That won't. You know what? You may not understand that, hearing that from me firsthand, but you know what? It is 100% firsthand. There was a big squabble. I mean, my parents used me against each other, and they promised each other wouldn't. Now, my mom didn't, my dad did. That's what happens. And if I'm lying, I'm dying. I should have been gone to Montreal and taking care of it all back then, but I couldn't. I couldn't, and now that it's too late. I mean, anyway, shout out to Cucko Knives. The 440 high carbon blades. And me fabricating my love for a nice blade. Now, everybody get your shanks out. We're into crackhead volume. We're into crackhead update. Crackhead update number 3. Somebody messages me on my thing, and they say, "Do you believe in love at first sight?" Yeah. But I don't believe in fucking. And so we start off, we had a great conversation. And you know what? By the end of it, they were asking for money. And you know what? I knew it. You can't even have a conversation with somebody without them trying to fuck you. And I don't mean that in a good way. I mean back in the 90s, at least you were getting laid. Now they're just trying to ask you for money and find out what's going on in your life. I mean, fuck them. They ain't getting shit. Like I said before, don't ever help somebody like that. Nah, internet dating's for fools. If you're gonna spend that kind of money on them, and they're reciprocating, it's a different story. But if they're just saying, "Hey, help me," and maybe, no, you tell them reciprocation is key. Now, she didn't just ask for like, $20 either. She was like, "Can I have $100 for watching videos on my phone?" And I looked there. You know what? I pulled the jelly roll straight up, and I said, "You want to borrow $100?" And she said, "No, I want you to give it to me." And I said, "Fuck that." $100 to give it to you for what? The conversation? And they said, "No, an Easter present." And I said, "Easter was 3 days ago, bitch." Go figure. I mean, Americans, what is it? It must have been. I know it may have said Niagara Falls, but I bet you that was New York, and I bet you that's something they got going down there. Not something I care to find out about. But I know how a gift card hack works. And I know that's all they were trying to get out of me. So, a crackhead, within a 5-minute, 10-minute conversation, they asked you for $100. I mean, that's worse than somebody calling home from jail and saying, "Hey, did you put the money on their books yet? On their books yet?" Yeah, you know somebody's getting their own fucking dope out of that, so that way, and you gotta pay. That's why they're asking you to put it on their books, not your books. Because nobody wants your commissary. They want your fucking money. I mean, I've been in all types of situations. And I remember getting a gun put up to my head by somebody who's dead now. But they put a 357 Magnum up to my head and said, "What are you thinking right now?" And I said, "Pull the trigger, bitch." And he did. But you know what? I was a lucky son of a bitch. There was no bullets in that gun. And I swear to God, that 357, if I didn't know and see that there was no bullets in it, I really, really, really would have been shitting myself. But at least I could put on that. It was fun. It was funny because you could only see one bullet, and it wasn't the one going into the chamber. So it did scare the fuck out of me. I just knew better. I knew better. I That's crackhead number 2. Putting the 357 against my head, thinking I just gotta be scared by crackhead. Or alcoholic, or junkie, or whatever you want to call them. Whatever it wasn't right, and it made me fucking a target at the time. I mean, think about it. Yes, you could tell I inhale, like, I'm not just gonna say, let it roll out the nose like most people. I'd rather let it come out as I talk. Hold it longer too. Anyway, so he pulled that trigger, and I swear to God, I thought it was either gonna blow my head off and end my problems, suicide's a mortal sin, so I'm stuck here. Or there was gonna be no bullets, and luckily there was no bullets. So going back to today in 2007, that's what happened. Okay, what am I missing? We did review my medication, the proof that I ain't fucking around on the medication, that I get my I get my carries, I don't play around. And the truth on, the benzos and how they are completely in control of whether I can actually make a video or not. I'm sorry, guys. I'll make videos for you when I can, but if I don't have the benzos and the weed, I can't make a video. I mean, first, I gotta fucking make different papers and different kinds of weed to show you. And second, I gotta bring you people's struggles. I gotta bring different topics. I gotta, content is key. I gotta have fucking an idea and put it out there. And, I mean, if you guys don't know what I'm dealing with, I'm being fake. And real recognizes real. And I don't want nobody that's fake on this bitch. Only real. And you know what? I will never ask any of you for shit. Okay? I don't want to come up like that. I want to come up from the dirt like I did with everything else I did in life. Come up out the mud. Damn right we got a 30-pack in the tailgate. Oh! Looks like I left half that shatter bowl last night. Put my little bib on for hitting the shatter. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Got the bib with the get bib for the shatter. And yes, I got the wooden bowl. Reminds me of the original bowl from. If she had a name, I would have called her Lorna. Mike's mom, the original one from the basement. That or Magic, but the one at Tuna Fishes. Gold Seal, we'll call her. Okay. We'll call her Gold Seal, and I'll tell you one acid story before I end it. Okay. I'm young. I got this guy, Unky Sid, we'll call him, I'm hanging him out. And my brother's there, and there's this guy, Unky Sid, he gives me a sugar cube. I'm saying he sells us some weed. And he gives me this sugar cube while I'm sitting on his couch and I eat it. Now I'm young, I'm 13, 12. I eat it. I get higher than a kite on acid. I mean, like, I still have flashbacks, but I ate a lot of acid since then, so I'm sure you can tell. I've got, snake bite, diamonds, everything. I am the way I am. And I'll wear my scars with a smile still, so what are you supposed to say to that? Are you gonna walk up to somebody who doesn't give a fuck and think they're not gonna end their life thinking about you? Ghost, I remember that. What's going through the next guy's man? The next guy's head. Because if you look like you care, and you do care, you care. If you don't look like you care, and you don't care, why put great extenuous march into life? I mean, you can always see who's ready on the break. Me, I'm always on the brink. Why? Because I've been going through some shit since I was fucking 12 years old. It's never stopped. I wish I could make it, but you know what? I can't write music. My books, every time I try to publish them, I think about how little people pay for them. So fuck it, I'll give it to you for free. Poot ain't that way. Poot don't give a fuck. Oh man, 2 3 piece up, palabra.